Hello and good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to MSM and College Multihexa eSummit 2020 Live. This is our first ever webinar of College Multihexa, where we are having students present in for all of you guys and for all of your students, upcoming students. You can ask them the questions, you can ask them their experience, and after the student's experience, Alex will be taking forward with College Multihexa's presentation. So before we start, I would like to take you through the basic features of Zoom webinar. So this is a webinar and your mics and videos will be inactive during the session. If you guys really would like to ask questions to the students, please put up in the Q&A section and we'll make sure that they answer your questions live. For any technical questions, you can put those in the chat box. Now, I will really not take much of your time as the students over there are really excited. So I'm handing over to Alex and students to take you through College Multihexa's presentation and their experience.
Okay, hi, good morning from Canada to everybody. Thank you, Dakshita. My name is Alexander. I work at the college here as a teacher, but I'm also head of the International Student Services. So I've been taking care of our international students since they arrived here earlier this year. They arrived here in the winter. So they arrived here in a Canadian winter, lots of snow. So it is quite a start to their experience here in Canada. So what we're going to do first of all, I've got a presentation to go through with you about the college, a lovely video to show you as well. But we thought we'd introduce some of our students who are here with us. I've got 4 of them here today. I'll introduce them one by one. They're each going to speak a little bit about their experiences so far here in the region and at the college. And then after that, I will take over with the presentation. So the first person I'll bring forward is Simran. So Simran, if you want to come forward a little bit and say hello.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Simran. I'm from Punjab, India, and my intake is January intake. And I would like to talk about college and Alex, who is my professor. He's such a nice person. He helps me in helps me very in very many ways. Like he pick up me from the airport in Montreal, and he also helps me to activate my bank account in SCIC bank. And I would like to talk about college. Like college is very good. The team in my college is also very helpful to us. I started my class in mid of May, and if I talk about the weather, weather is good, but when we come here, then there is a lot of snow. But it is okay for us because we see the snow for the first time. For me, I see the snow first time in Canada, and it's good. I think I enjoy that. I also wish that you will also enjoy enjoy when you come here, and we will always here to help you, and Alex will also here to help you. If you have any question, you can ask me, and that's it. I have to talk. And after that, next student will become.
Bhumika, do you have any questions maybe for Simran?
Well, I think, Alex, the students are actually liking the weather. Please, let's hear the second student at the moment.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'll bring forward Manpreet.
Hello guys, my name is Manpreet Kaur. I'm from Punjab, Fatehgarh Sahib. I'm here from February when there is lots of snow. I really like snow, but now there is a summer. The temperature is almost 30 degrees. The staff of the college is very helpful. Alex picked us from Montreal airport. He provided many things to us. He also helped us in various ways. He filled our bus pass, and the staff of college is very helpful for us. My experience in Saguenay is very good, so I really enjoyed here. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. All right, next can come forward. Meet if you want to come forward. If we can just move everyone. Excellent. Maybe talk about work as well.
Hi guys, my name is Meet Patel and I am from India, in Odisha. I am here from last 4 months. Actually, I am a student of Multihexa College. The weather is too good here. You can do many sport activities here like river rafting, skating, etc. Alex, who is very helpful to us, he's fill our bus passes, and he took us all of to the Quebec city and activate our account. He's a very helpful. He is very kind-hearted. He's our sir. When I arrived here, he came to the airport to pick up me. After he arranged the apartment for me, after he shows us the grocery shop where all groceries are available, like Walmart, Super C. He's very good, and the city is Saguenay. The Saguenay is a very good place. You will enjoy it. So I am damn sure that if you will come here, you will enjoy here. So if you want to take admission in Canada, so I will personally recommend to you to study to take admission in Canada. Thank you.
Okay, very well. So I'd like to ask you something here. Is there any sort of problem or issues that you have faced so far related to accommodation or groceries, or maybe related to the transportation? So can you please answer that question for me?
No, but I don't get any issue in bus pass or grocery. If I will get any kind of problem, the Alex is here. He will help us to maintain.
Okay, so there is 100% cooperation
Yes.
from Alex. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
he's
thank you
very
so much.
supportive. Yeah.
Okay, very well.
I will bring forward the fourth of our students who's here today, Rushikesh. If you want to come on forward.
Hello everyone, I am Rushikesh from Gujarat, and मैं बताना चाहता हूँ कि इस सिटी के बारे में मैंने जो सुना था वो गलत निकला। मैंने सुना था कि यहाँ के लोग हमें एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे, बट वो गलत था कि यहाँ के लोग हमें एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, वो भी अप्रिशिएटेड, and they are very curious to know about us. यहाँ का जो स्टाफ है मल्टीएक्सा का वो काफ़ी अच्छा है. Alex, who is one of the good person who help us in every moment. You know, if you are here and you face any problem, you just need to call Alex, and then Alex will solve your problem without any hesitation. It's a very amazing thing in this college. I want to share you something, my experience. Actually, मैं स्पेशली स्टडी परमिट में मुझे कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुई है, और मैंने अपने भाई से भी पूछा था, वो कैम्ब्रियन कॉलेज में है और उसके दोस्त के साथ भी वही प्रॉब्लम हुई थी, पर उसको किसी ने हेल्प नहीं की थी. बट एलेक्स helped me to apply for my study permit again, and it's really good. Second thing, work. You know, यहाँ पे वर्क मिलना बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट है, और स्पेशली इन कोरोना टाइम फिर भी हमें वर्क मिला, और ये बहुत ही बड़ी बात है. इट्स अ वेरी बिग थिंग. वी डू नॉट नीड एनी रिलेटिव्स, स्टिल वी गेट अ जॉब एंड वी आर हैप्पी हियर. सो मैं सजेस्ट करूँगा सबको कि यहाँ आओ, और ये बहुत अच्छा प्लेस है. नो, इट्स अ वेरी गुड प्लेस. सब सोचते हैं कि क्यूबेक अच्छा नहीं है, यहाँ के लोग बढ़िया नहीं है, फ्रेंच बहुत है. यू नो, मैं भी बहुत घबराया हुआ था जब मैं प्लेन में बैठा यहाँ बैगोटविले से, तब सारे लोग फ्रेंच बोल रहे थे, एंड मैं नर्वस था कि मैं क्या करूँगा, सब लोग फ्रेंच बोल रहे होंगे. बट ऐसा नहीं है, यहाँ के लोग इंग्लिश भी ट्राई करते हैं हमारे साथ बोलने के लिए कन्वर्सेशन में. 2 दिन पहले हम लोग घूमने के लिए गए थे एक जगह पे. एक लेडी मिली थी जो इंडिया में काम कर चुकी थी. वो काफ़ी खुश थी हमें देख के. उन्होंने हमें सामने से बुलाया और फिर हमसे बात भी की, करीब आधा घंटा बात की थी. और उस लेडी ने हमें काफ़ी सारी बातें भी बताई, मतलब इंडिया के बारे में, लाइक उन्हें कौन सी डिशेस पसंद थी। वो एक्चुअली वर्क करती थी यूएसए में, सो यू नो लाइक गुलाब जामुन और करी एंड एवरीथिंग शी सेड, एंड इट्स रियली गुड एक्सपीरियंस। हम लोगों ने कई सारी प्लेसेस भी विजिट किए हैं यहाँ पे, कई पार्क, and those are very good.
Okay, so is it actually as beautiful as you see it on the internet and the pictures? Is it actually, is Saguenay actually that beautiful?
Yeah, Saguenay is quite beautiful. You know, weather, culture is, you know, in a summer, it is very beautiful. We just enjoy our weekends, go every place, every different places, and just visit and take a photograph and just enjoy. Yeah.
Okay, that's so good to hear. That's so good to hear. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. Now, I would like to request all the students to please come on the screen and say a goodbye to all of our viewers right now. Yeah. So can we have every student saying a goodbye to all of the attendees of the webinar right now?
Goodbye. Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. I wish you all the very best for the future endeavors. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Over to Alex.
Okay. All right, thank you guys. Well, yeah, if you can head up, and I'll see you later. Okay.
I must mention, Alex, your work is really remarkable, and thank you so much for supporting our international students.
Look, that's my pleasure. Well, I mean, I'll start with the introduction, but I would just like to say, it's been a very new experience for me. As I say, I was hired here as a teacher initially, just obviously because, you know, for everyone out there, I'm actually from the UK, so you can obviously probably tell by my accent, I'm not actually native to Saguenay or to Quebec, but I've been living here 16 years, and it's, as the student said, it's a really beautiful place to live. Great quality of life, really nice people, you know, great surroundings as well. There's mountains and lakes and lots of nature around, which is it's a really good environment to be living in. And so when I started here as a teacher, they actually asked me to take over the role of looking after all the services for the international students as well. And it's been great fun, you know. I mean, I've made some great relationships, obviously, with all the team in India. I think we all have a great time working together and working hard to look after the students. And as an immigrant myself here to this part of the world, I really wanted to make sure they were looked after, they were cared for, they had all the services they need. They had someone here who would be there if they had any questions, they had any problems. You know, I wanted to be that guy. So, yeah, they obviously said some nice things about me, which is really sweet. But yeah, I mean, it's part of the job, but it's something I take, you know, I take very personally, and I take it to heart, looking after them all. You know, and it's been tough for them. I mean, one thing I will say to you all is, obviously, when they arrived here, not very long afterwards, obviously the COVID-19 situation started, you know, became a worldwide situation. So it was very tough for them at first. We had to change the plans for them when they started their classes. It was quite tough finding them some work initially, because obviously we went into lockdown here as well. But, you know, we managed to get through, and they've started their classes a few weeks ago. They had their first exams last week. They've got themselves a job now. You know, they've got the freedom of the very good public transportation system here. So they've got lots of opportunities to get around and look at the region. As I mentioned, they came here in the winter. Canadian winters are pretty tough. I can testify to that. But, you know, I think they enjoyed the experience of the snow. It's part of Canadian life. So I think they definitely enjoyed that. The summer's been really good so far, actually. It's been very, very hot. Not quite as hot as it is in India, I wouldn't have said, but still, it's been pretty hot the last few weeks. So I think they're really enjoying themselves.
Okay, thank you so much, Alex. Now, I think let us go ahead with the presentation of College Multihexa.
Yeah, so fantastic. All right, hang on, guys. So I'm just gonna get my screen shared for you here. Okay, guys. So hopefully, everyone can see my screen. What I'm going to do is go through. I've got a very nice PowerPoint presentation to run through with you. We have a video. I have a little 3D tour of the college as well to go through. So I'm going to go through all that with you right now. So as I say, welcome to the college, College Multihexa, here in Saguenay, which is about 5 hours north of Montreal, in the heart of Quebec. So we're kind of the gateway to the northern part of Quebec. I mean, obviously Canada is vast, and the Northern Territories, they're fairly empty. There's not many people living up there, basically because of the weather conditions. You know, so we're quite far north, but as I say, it really is an absolutely beautiful place to live. So as much as I like to welcome you here to the college, I do welcome you here to the region as well. I think this is one of the major selling points of our college here as well, as much as coming here to, you know, to follow your studies at a great IT college. You also have the chance to live in a really, really beautiful part of the world and experience, you know, a real Canadian life. So I'm going to go through the presentation with you. So what we like to do, what we like to say here at the college is where students can start strong and smart in Saguenay. Now, this is what I've been talking about a little bit initially. The great thing about Saguenay is it's not a big city. It's not Montreal. You know, it's not Delhi. It's not New York. We have everything that we need here in terms of you know, services and shops and activities and culture. But the great thing is we don't have all the kind of stresses of a big city. So there's not, you know, endless traffic jams everywhere, and there's not millions of people. It's a nice, relaxed environment. And I personally think this is a great thing for students coming here. You know, they will be able to do their studies. They will be able to enjoy the surroundings. It's very good for peace of mind living here, and very good quality of life. So, you know, I think that's what we're saying here, is that students can start strong in life in Canada. They can learn how to go forward, obviously as an IT professional. Equally, the skills they will need to work in a business environment, but equally just to, you know, enjoy a wonderful part of the world here. And obviously, if they decide to move here permanently, you know, the opportunity will be there for them to do that. So, and they can learn another language, right? Which is one of the challenges for the students, learning French. But, you know, again, we're here to help them with that. So, just a little bit about the college. Actually, before I go too far with this, there is something I'd like to show you, which is a little bit of a kind of a 3D tour of the college. So I hope everyone can see on their screen the college Multihexa. This is actually a 3D tour that someone came in and produced for us. So just give me a second while that loads up. And then I'm just going to put that on the full screen. So I hope everyone can see that. Now, let's say a really nice 3D tour of the college. So this is the welcome as you come into the college. As you can see in front of us, accueil in French or in English is welcome. So they come in here. This is normally where you would find a lady called Helen. She does a lot of the administration for the college, and she also teaches some courses. She takes care of a lot of the initial application forms for international students. So if we head in a little bit further, hang on a second. And then I'm just going to take you into one of the classrooms. Something I'll be talking to you about during the presentation is the classroom sizes that we have here. You know, we don't have huge classrooms like at a university. Now, the great thing about this is it's a lot more of a one-on-one experience with the teachers. I actually studied here 6 years ago, and that's one thing I loved about it. I mean, I actually developed great relationships with my teachers here. You know, obviously I'm working with them now. I obviously got employed here since then. But you know, the great thing about this kind of classroom size is it's just a bit more intimate. It's much easier to have help from the teacher if you need to during the courses. So, you know, this gives you an idea of one of the classrooms. We do have bigger ones, obviously. This is a bit further on in the program. Back out here, we have a kind of sitting area and a coffee machine, obviously, if anyone wants to come and get a coffee and have a bit of a break. Oh, hang on a second. All right, good. So a bit further on is the college. This is kind of an administration area. This office here on the left-hand side is my office, actually. That's where I'm normally sitting. I'm not today. I'm in one of the classrooms because we have the students here. Over here on the right-hand side is the office, actually, of the president of the college, Jacques Perron. And then Hugo as well, who's the director of the college. So, and as I say, some of the other, you know, teacher offices here. And if we go a bit further on into this room here, this is the main teacher office here. And again, you know, we always like to say students are very welcome to come and knock on the door. If they've got any questions, they need any help with anything, they're very welcome to come and see the teachers. This actually, you can see just in front of you here, this is our college network here. Obviously, the students are coming here to learn IT. That's what we do. That's what we specialize in. We actually take them through our own network here, so they get the understanding of the kind of networks they're going to be working with when they go forward in their IT careers. So that gives you a nice idea of the teacher office just here. And then moving on into the college a little bit here. So this is the main classroom section here. So throughout this is on both sides, left and right, there are classrooms. I'll show you a bit further on. You know, on the right hand side here is one of the laboratories. Obviously, we do a lot of practical work. It tends to be theory in the morning, practical in the afternoon. So students can come and sit down in this classroom. They can take computers to pieces and understand all the workings of a computer. And then I will just go into this room here. This is one of our laboratories at the college. So as you can see, lots of IT equipment in here. The students will be working on the network manager side at the end of their experience when they come to do their final project. This is where they'll come and work, and they'll put together a whole network themselves and put everything into practice that they've learned. And then if I come back out of here, some more classrooms on the left and right. The classroom I'm actually sitting in is this one just here. So this is where I'm actually sitting at the moment. So as you can see, slightly bigger classroom, but again, a nice, comfortable, small classroom size, great for learning, great for getting to know the teachers. And then a bit further on, this is kind of the, this is the common area where the students can come and have their, you know, come and eat their lunch, come and get a coffee, you know, and take a break during the classes during the day. That, guys, gives you a nice idea. You know, it's not a huge campus. I'll show you in a minute. We share the building with lots of other IT companies. But, you know, it really is a really nice, comfortable environment for the students to get to know each other and to get to know their teachers as well. So I will just flip back to my presentation and actually go back a slide. All right. So as you can see on the image at the top here is the college campus itself. Beautiful building. Actually, funny enough, it used to be an orphanage. Now the building, the main owner of the building is CGI, which is one of the biggest IT companies, well, not just in Canada, but in the world. In this building, they employ nearly 1,000 employees, and it's all IT that they do as well. The great thing here is the opportunity for students, once they finish their courses and they do their internship, is one of the first people who come knocking on the door is CGI. We have a very good partnership with them. There are another 10 or 12 smaller IT companies that work in this building as well. So obviously we have a fantastic network in place, you know, and we have great partnerships with all these companies here. The image is great. You can actually see the beautiful surroundings around the campus as well. There's lots of greenery, there's lots of trees, you know, and this really gives you an idea about the region. So Multihexa as a business has been established since 1986. The actual, we actually used to offer, we still do offer training to businesses. So if you wanted your business to learn how to use Outlook or Excel or Photoshop, any of these kinds of things, we offer that kind of training to businesses since 1986. The collegial side of the college was started in 1995 here in Saguenay by Jacques Perron, the president of the college. And since then, we had some colleges throughout Quebec, and we've trained over 5,000 students across the province, which we're very proud of. I think that we've had over nearly 1,400 students who've actually, you know, qualified from this particular college in Saguenay. We work very closely with the employers. As say, there's lots of other IT businesses in the region, and we work with, you know, IT businesses throughout the province of Quebec. So there are lots of opportunities for the students once they finish their course here. And as I said, we've got a great reputation. You know, we've been doing this for over 25 years now. We actually celebrated our 25th anniversary not very long ago. And we've got a really good reputation with, you know, private businesses, public and government businesses for the students that we teach. They come out of the college with all the skills they require to go forward in their career. Now, our value proposition, just a second. As I've already mentioned, you know, we offer great hands-on training. The teachers are fantastic. They have got great experience, lots of years of experience, either teaching or as well coming from different IT companies. I mean, I worked with CGI for 2 years as well before coming here. So, you know, we've got lots of experience out in the field that we can bring with us to the students as well. As I just mentioned, we have great small classroom sizes. you know, a really good ratio for the teachers. Haven't got 100 students at once. They've got a small group. They can get to know the students individually, and obviously be there to help them with anything that they require. The programs are fully backed by the Ministry of Education of Quebec. As you can see, we have a designated Learning Institute permit. This means that we're basically, you know, we're an official college. So, you know, everything is fully backed, and all of our courses have to be approved by the Ministry of Education. As I mentioned, the opportunity to learn French here in Saguenay. Now, you know, this is definitely one of the challenges coming here. Myself, as I say, coming from England, I had to learn French when I came to the region. It is a great place to learn French. You know, there's lots of it being spoken every day around. So, you know, it's kind of an immersion in a different language. Again, a fantastic opportunity. French is one of the two main languages in Canada, obviously English being the other one. The French courses, I'll talk about a little bit about them later on, but they are actually offered to the students free of charge by the Ministry of Education of Quebec as well. So it's a great opportunity. Talk to you a bit later on as well about the region itself, the low cost of living. As I mentioned, it's a great quality of life, and it is a low cost of living compared to the big cities. The transportation system is excellent, and honestly, the students can walk a lot. I mean, these students today, they walk to the campus. You know, it's not very far from where their accommodation is, so that's great for them as well. One of the big things that we have with our program here, the 2-year program that we're offering to students, is once they've completed their program, they do then have access to this postgraduate work permit, which they can have for up to 3 years. So, I mean, what an amazing opportunity once you finish your courses to be able to stay here in the region or in Quebec or in Canada and work for another 3 years. And obviously, at the same time, if you want to immigrate here on a permanent basis, you'll have the opportunity to do that. Obviously, the big situation this year, which has affected everybody's plans, as I'm sure we're all aware, is COVID-19. What we've done, we've moved all our programs online. So the students you actually saw here today, they are slowly easing some of the restrictions. They are actually able to come to the campus a little bit more, but most of their courses at the moment have been done online. Same with our domestic students. They're all studying from home online. And what we're looking to, you know, we've obviously got a lot of people who applied for September, for example. We hope they're going to be able to come here to the campus, but it's very hard to say at the moment. So we will be offering the opportunity to study online before they come to Canada if needed. And, you know, the government have already said this will not affect their access to the full postgraduate work permit afterwards. So moving on to the next slide, a little bit more about the college. As I mentioned, the students are trained by fantastic professionals. We've got teachers who've been here. One who's been here since literally the very beginning of the college, 25 years. Another one who's been here over 10 years. You know, there's a few of us who are a little bit more recent, like myself. I only started working at the end of last year. But I mean, again, we come from lots of background working in the IT industry. So we've got lots of experience. We've seen, you know, real situations which we can bring obviously to the classroom. And again, the internships, there are huge number of opportunities just here in the region. We actually have, as I mentioned, CGI. We have Ubisoft. For all of you who know who Ubisoft are, a very big company who make video games. They now have an office here in the region. And it's not just the IT companies, you know, it's the infrastructure and the industries in the region that obviously everybody has a huge IT network these days, and everybody needs people to help run it. So lots of opportunities. The other thing we offer isn't just specifically the IT training, it's actually skills as a professional. You know, you're coming here, you're a young student, you may not have any work experience before this, so we'd like our students to leave here with the skills that are required to go out and work in a business environment, interacting with your colleagues, working as a team. Obviously, customer service is absolutely number one in any business, really. So how to deal with customers, how to resolve problems, and just how to, you know, handle yourself in a business environment. So we like to teach them these skills as well as the very important IT skills that we teach as well. Now, as I mentioned, I welcome you here to the region of Saguenay. Really beautiful place to live. As I say, when I came here 16 years ago, I'll be honest, I wasn't particularly familiar with Saguenay. It was a very new experience for me coming here. And it really is beautiful. I mean, I visited a few places around the world, and it really is one of the most beautiful places I visited. You can see some photos there. You can see the fjord. There's actually a huge river and a fjord here in Saguenay. There's huge lakes. There's endless forests, boreal forests, lots of nature around us. So it's a very good peaceful environment to be living in. It really is. I do really enjoy it here. Very safe region. You know, the crime rate is pretty much the lowest in honestly in the whole of Canada, versus some of the, you know, the bigger cities and so on. The housing is excellent. The people are really nice. So, you know, you come here, as I say, you don't have all the stresses of a big city, but you have all the services. You really do. We have a great cultural scene here throughout the year. Obviously, maybe this year's a bit affected by everything that's happened, but, you know, we have lots of music festivals and film festivals, and there's lots of shows, there's restaurants, there's shops, there's loads of endless activities to do, winter or summer. I mean, obviously, you've got to kind of take on the Canadian winter and enjoy it. And you can go skiing, you can go snowboarding, dog sledding, ice fishing. And so wonderful experiences really that make up Canadian life. Same thing in the summer, lots of activities to be done. So, you know, I think as the students mentioned, you know, they have the weekends off, which is great, and they get the opportunity to go out and experience everything that the region has to offer. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is actually a beautiful video which was produced for us by the tourist board here in Saguenay. It really gives you a really nice image, some beautiful images of the region. So I'm just going to run that for you straight away. Okay, everyone. So that video, I think personally, is absolutely beautiful. And one of the words that's used there is majestic. And I personally think that's an absolutely great way of describing the region. You can see, you know, some of the images of the surroundings that we have here. You know, you can take a beautiful boat tour down the river and see the majestic, the mountains and the forests that are here. So, as I say, it really is an amazing part of Canada. It really is a beautiful place to be. So talking about some of the important factors for a student coming here for life in Saguenay. As I mentioned, great quality of life, you know, and high quality of living at a reasonable price, I think sums it up very well. You know, obviously students, when they come here initially, they're going to be looking for accommodation. We actually have a great agency that I work very closely with. They're taking care of finding rooms for the students. So, you know, our students we've got here now, they've got some great accommodation that they're very settled into. So to give an idea of pricing for some of these things, which is obviously important for, you know, for the agents to help inform their students, you'd be looking around $375, $400 a month for a shared bedroom. Now, the great thing about this price, all of the key factors are included in this price. And when I say key factors, the apartment will have all the furnishing it needs. The heating and electricity costs are included in this price. And the other big one is the internet. The internet actually comes included in this price as well. So they haven't got to worry about that. The internet is obviously, I mean, the same for all of us, is very important for them to be able to keep in touch with their family back home. Obviously, at the moment, they're teaching online at home, so they need a good internet. So that tends to be included in the price, which is great. So you compare that to a big city like Montreal, and it really is very, very reasonable. The rest of the major expenses, you're obviously looking at your groceries. Everyone needs to feed themselves. You're looking between $200 and $300 a month for grocery shopping. You know, there's lots of different supermarkets here, you know, and there's some of them that offer, you know, a certain day they offer a discount to students as well, which is great. Other key costs are things like the bus pass. We have the student rate here, the same as the university. We have the student rate for them, which is about I think it's $53 a month. Medical insurance is legally, you have to have that when you come here. We again have a deal with one of the major banks here, and it's about $57 a month for their medical insurance. And that, you know, covers all kinds of major expenses, and equally, you know, the pharmacy if they need to go to the pharmacy. and a mobile phone, a cell phone. Obviously, you know, everyone has one these days. You'd be looking again around $50 a month for, you know, for a mobile phone. So that's the costing of you know, the major factors when you need to think about when you come here as a student. As I've already mentioned, the transport system is excellent in the region. You know, we don't have trains. It's all run on a bus service. The buses are excellent. They cover all of the Sangli region. They run all the time. They're very efficient. Obviously, even during the winter when the roads are covered in snow, they keep going. So yeah, we have a really good system. And like I mentioned, because it's not such a, you know, a big city, it's very easy to actually to walk to a lot of the services and activities that you're going to do. Now, moving on to obviously something very important here as a college is the programs that we offer. We're a pioneer in offering IT courses. That's all that we do. We specialize in that. We don't do anything else, and we're very proud of the IT, you know, teaching that we give here at the college. We've got years of experience doing that. As I've already mentioned, you know, we're located on the same building as CGI. You know, look them up. They're a very big IT company around the world. And we do have a partnership with them. So as I say, they come down here when it's time for internships, they come and take students straight away. They're a multinational company as well. So the great thing is obviously the students will have been learning. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, sorry. So yeah, obviously, you know, the students will have all that they need, you know, with CGI going forward. So one of the programs we offer is the Programmer Analyst program. This is for those who want to get into, you know, programming computers. So anything that they need going forward as a programmer, you know, all the different languages that you can learn as a computer programmer. Guys, just give me 1 second. I'm just having one little technical issue. I'll be right back to you, okay? Okay, that might actually be better, I think. Sorry. Technical issues happen with all of us, so I'm hoping that this is going to be solved. Give me a second. All right, hopefully it'll be all right, but okay, so yeah, so obviously this is one of the programs that we offer. You can see you can do as much as learning computer languages. You can also learn how to make websites, manage databases. Obviously mobile phones, we all have them these days. They all have different applications on them. So that's another thing that we teach. Equally, you have an idea of the kind of salary that students would have when they come out. So it's a very good competitive salary to start off their career. The second of our two programs is the Network Manager. Network Manager is actually the course I took 6 years ago, which is fantastic. It's for the guys who like to, you know, have a certain stress working in the business. Obviously, we're all so reliant on our computer networks these days. And, you know, the network managers are the people sitting there looking after all the servers that run all the networks in the businesses, making sure that everything's up and running. You know, if anything goes down, we have to react quickly and make sure everything gets up and running quickly. So that's the kind of skills we teach as a network manager. You know, we work with all the different technologies, obviously Microsoft, Windows, but equally, you know, Cisco, VMware, lots of different technologies we work with there. And again, salary, you know, around 40,000 Canadian dollars to start off with. So again, a very competitive salary for students when they come out of the college. Some of the tools that we teach, you know, these are just an idea of the different technologies and languages that students will learn. Computer programming languages like HTML, PHP, Microsoft.NET. They'll be working with Visual Basic, which is a really good program for learning different computer languages. On the Network Manager side, as I mentioned, Windows Server, Windows 10, Linux, SQL Server, Cisco for all the networking. And we are actually fully backed by Microsoft and Cisco, which are two of the major IT partners for the courses that we give as well. So, you know, we really do get the skills required to go forward with these courses. Obviously, the program we're offering is a 2-year program for the international students, you know, and they will start off with some of the basic notions of computers to get them, you know, an understanding of everything that goes on behind when you send an email, or when you go to a website, all those kind of things. And then obviously we develop those skills further on throughout the courses. And as I mentioned, the other thing that they will learn while they're here is French. The ministry do offer these French courses free of charge to the students. They actually can have an allocation of money for each French class that they learn. And I'm here as well to give some basic French skills initially when the students arrive. It is a challenge, but French is a fun language to learn. It can be tough, but being here in this region, you're immersed in the language, so it's a great place to learn. Now, just to talk a little bit further about some of the local employment opportunities. We do have lots of different businesses, as I say, IT businesses in the region, CGI, Ubisoft, as I've already mentioned. Lots of smaller companies that handle all the businesses in the region as well. Some great places to go and work and to learn. Equally, there's some very big industries in this part of Canada, actually. The forestry industry is huge in Canada. Resolute, you can see on the screen, they run one of the major forestry industries here. People like Rio Tinto, they're a huge aluminium company, huge throughout the world. Hydro-Quebec, and we have 3 hydroelectric dams here in the region, producing electricity across Canada and the United States. And they all have huge IT networks, right? Everyone does these days. So again, lots of great places to go and work and to learn and to put your skills into practice. So a bright future for Multihexa graduates. We have over 85% placement rate for our students afterwards. Personally, I think it's probably higher than that. Students tend to go out, work for a company in their internship, and most of the time they get offered a job by that company afterwards. So really good opportunities. So you have a diploma and you can go forward to a fantastic career. Obviously IT is a career of the future. It's not going anywhere. It's always changing. It's always advancing with new technologies. So, there's always going to be work out there in the field of IT. Hang on a minute. Right, I'm having a little problem, guys. Bhumika, I don't know if you can maybe just talk for like 2 minutes. I need to run and do something quickly. Would you mind doing that for me?
I'm sorry, Alex, can you come again, please?
Could you just talk for 2 minutes? I've got to run and do something really quickly because I'm a little problem on my computer this morning.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Just take over for 2 minutes and I'll be right back, okay?
Okay, yeah, okay. So, we were talking about the placement rate here. So, College Multihexa has 85% placement rate so far. And the college is located almost in the center of the new economy in the city of Saguenay, which is located in Quebec, like we were discussing. Also, we have relatively small classroom sizes, as Alex mentioned in the very beginning of the presentation. We intend to maintain the ideal student-to-teacher ratio for focused teaching, and Alex also showcased our classroom sizes in the virtual tour of our college. So moving on, we have also been recognized by the major players in IT, such as Microsoft as well as Cisco. So I hope that every point related to the future aspects for the Multihexa graduates is pretty much cleared in this particular slide of the presentation. I'm gonna have to ask Alex to switch to the next slide so that I can talk about this. All right, so we've already discussed about the future aspects for Multihexa graduates. Now moving forward, there are a couple of pictures from the international students. So the leftmost picture is Alex taking the international students to a tour to the nearby city for a day. And the rightmost picture is from the international students standing right outside the campus of College Multihexa enjoying the snowfall weather. So yes, College Multihexa is in the proximity to nature, and there is a vibrant cultural life to be witnessed. And it is all of this at such an affordable cost of living. And everyone who is actually putting up in Saguenay has easy access to all the important services. If I talk about transportation, then the local transportation system covers almost all of the areas, whether it's a commercial area, residential area. So yes, I mean, it's pretty affordable staying in the city, Saguenay. Now moving forward. Here are a couple of things to be mentioned for the international students. First one being our strategic location. So we're only 55 minutes away from Montreal by plane. And
Bhumika, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can you put it on slideshow mode?
Yes, it is on slideshow mode. Are you not able to see the slideshow mode?
No.
Okay, let me share it again quickly. Just a second.
It is just press F5, or there will be an option in the right hand side corner to for converting into slideshow.
Okay, well, I just pressed F5, and is it better now?
No, still not slideshow.
Okay, I did press F5. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry for the technical issues. Okay, I'd like to continue with the session. So we were discussing about the location, which is only 55 minutes away from Montreal by plane and 2 hours away from the Quebec City by car. And we have got innovative integration, and we are immersed in 100% North American lifestyle in the heart of the French-speaking province. And the students actually get paid to learn French in Saguenay, and in fact in the entire Quebec. So Saguenay has a very affordable housing, around $375 per month for a shared room, and $40 to almost $70 per month for the internet access, as well as $40 to $60 per month for the mobile subscription plan. We also offer effective transportation, and the transportation network ensures that the mobility of citizens and visitors by public transit in different boroughs. And of course, the city offers low cost of living. We've been mentioning it again and again. So it is very much suitable to the student life, and it is more affordable than any other city in the entire Quebec. So Saguenay is very student-friendly city in terms of the weather, as well as because it's a blend of an urban as well as a natural city. So also in the terms of affordability, it is definitely a thumbs up. Yes, this is what we have to offer our international students. Now, anybody who has questions related to College Multihexa, please put it up in the Q&A section. We will definitely be answering most of your questions live. So anybody having any question related to College Multihexa, please put it up in the Q&A section. Also, everyone who has asked any question in the Q&A box will be getting a detailed answer in their emails regarding whatever question they have posted. So you do not have to worry about if any of your question has been unanswered so far. So, but if you have any questions, please let us know. We'll be answering them live. So further to this session, we will be answering all of the questions received from the viewers, and we will be writing a detailed email to every one of you. Thank you so much for everyone, for being a part of this session, and I'm extremely apologetic for the technical issues today that arised. So I'm hoping that everybody is staying indoors and staying in safe. I wish everybody a very good health. Thank you so much for tuning in for today. Take care and bye-bye.